Hello, everyone. My name is Laura Stamaro, and I'm a member of the Wild Ones National Board of Directors. I want to welcome you to a chat with Lena Song, who just finished up her sophomore year at Oakton High School in Vienna, Virginia. Lena is one of the winners in the 2021 One Earth Young Filmmakers Contest. Lena's submission, a creative stop-motion short film titled A Home for Us All, received the Wild Ones Environmental Sponsorship Award. Welcome, Lena.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited for the interview today.
Yeah, it'll be so nice to hear more about your process in creating this award-winning short. Lena's film creates a neighborhood out of origami filled with deer and rabbits and foxes and birds that are all living together in nature. She points out how interconnected the inhabitants are. That is, until the trees are cut down to build a housing development. Lena's film highlights the wastefulness of lawns that use 3 trillion gallons of water and 700 million pounds of pesticides each year. And mowing these lawns uses up 200 million gallons of gas. Lena demonstrates how we can rethink and rebuild our urban environments by planting native plants to bring back wildlife. This effort can be even more impactful when several neighbors join together to create a wildlife corridor. The message of Lena's film is spot on with the Wild Ones' mission of promoting environmentally sound landscaping practices. Wild Ones works to preserve biodiversity through the preservation, restoration, and establishment of native plant communities. It's been an honor to partner with Lena in sharing this important message, and we invite others to watch her film. To date, Lena's film has had over 900 views on the Wild Ones YouTube channel. Thank you, Lena, for joining us today. We'd like to know a little bit about this process. What inspired you to make a short film with a message about native landscaping?
Well, actually, the story is a little bit personal because in my own neighborhood, a few months ago, I would say, we had a huge forest in the neighborhood, and I would go outside. I would walk every day. I would walk by the forest and really enjoy the scene. But then one day I just walked by it and it was completely gone. It was all cut down. And it really had a big impact on me. And I didn't really initially think about creating a film. I kind of just stored it in the back of my head and I was thinking about it sometimes. And over winter break, that was when it really hit me that I could make a film about it or make a form of art to talk about the environment and how people can make smart choices about landscaping.
Wow. When you set out to do that, what references or what resources did you consult in putting this together?
Mostly, I think I went on YouTube and Google. So on YouTube, I watched a lot of videos about just how to make stop motions in general, how to take pictures, and also which apps were the best to use for beginners, because I've never actually made a stop motion before. So it was really exciting. It was definitely a new experience for me. And then I also searched up how to fold origami animals and cut out trees online.
Mhm. I wondered about that, how you came to use origami to make that stop motion animation. And tell us a little bit more about that process.
Well, there's an app that I really love. It's called Pinterest. And it's just an app where you can look at a lot of images and see what inspires you. And I've always really loved arts and crafts. So one day I saw an image of this really cute origami deer and I saved it in my folder, and that was kind of where it started. And I decided to make more origami animals from that.
Right. Do you have one there that you could kind of hold up?
Yeah, so this is an origami crane that I made. a little while back. I have a few of these near my desk,
Yeah.
but it's just a cute decoration that I like to have.
That's so great. It's something that many people can learn how to do.
Mhm.
And you put it together in such a cool way to tell the story. I don't think many people have thought to do that. In making that process, in making the film, how did that inform your own process about the loss of the woodland near your home?
Well,
How did that help you or not?
I think after the forest got cut down, because it has such a big impact on me, I decided to research more about native landscaping, and I definitely learned a lot about it. And I learned how to create a compelling story because I wanted to create something that was lighthearted but also engaging, so the viewers could kind of, understand a part of what I was going through and maybe also um, relate to it in some way.
What was the most satisfying part of this project for you?
I think, well, the first thing that comes to mind is actually finishing the entire film because it took a really long time to create the props and then to edit all the photos and put it together. It was like the sole thing that I was focusing on over winter break. So that was just 2 straight weeks of making the props and taking pictures. So I was really excited to show my family and my friends. And also another thing is that I think the entire story just captures a really important message, and it was satisfying to kind of put it together and be able to tell a story about it and show other people that there are ways that we can protect the environment, and it shouldn't be something that's a burden or something that's really complicated because everyone can do it. Everyone can plant trees and plant native plants in their lawns too.
That's great. Do you have a favorite place to go in nature?
Um, my favorite place to go is first, I love walking in my neighborhood. I also really like biking to nearby lakes sometimes with my friends. And other times over the weekend, my parents bring me to neighboring parks or we go on weekend hikes, which is really nice.
Mhm. Great. Do you think you'll do another project like this at some time?
Yeah, I definitely think I'm going to do another project. It's probably also going to be with origami. And since I do have a little bit of experience now, hopefully it's not going to be as difficult because it was pretty challenging the first time around. But a subject that I'm thinking about doing is probably on sustainable and affordable energy or something with renewable energy. That's always been an interest for me too.
Great. Well, thank you, Lena, for your thoughtful responses. I think it gives all of us pause to think about our own experiences in nature and how we can get a message across about what's meaningful to us, and certainly in such a cool way. So thank you.
Thank you.
Lena's message really ties into the mission of the Wild Ones. And I wanted to talk about that just a little bit. It speaks to the heart of what one of our honorary directors, Dr. Doug Tallamy, talks about in his book, Bringing Nature Home, when he says that nature is not something set aside in preserves or parks, and it's not something separate from our daily lives. He says that we can no longer leave conservation just to conservationists, and that native plants are our best hope to help save our environment. And raising awareness about this has never been more urgent. It's really a helpful sign that your generation, Lena, are embracing the change that really has to take place now. So what can be done to help? Well, you can get involved in the native plant movement by becoming a member of Wild Ones. You may even choose to start a Wild Ones chapter in your area or join one of the 70 chapters around the country. that represent over 5,000 members in 20 states. Wild Ones is a recognized nonprofit voice in the native plant movement. It focuses on environmental education, and its roots date back to 1977. We achieve our mission by providing quality learning opportunities, one that feature experts in the field of native plants. Wild Ones produces regional native garden design templates to help promote people getting started in their first native garden. Wild Ones gives out the Laureato Seeds for Education grants, grants that engage our youth in planning, planting, and caring for natural landscapes. We publish a quarterly award-winning journal featuring valuable native plant information and resources. Visit our website at wildones.org to learn more, and follow us on social media at Wild Ones Native. And if you haven't already, go to our YouTube channel, Wild Ones Native Plants, and watch Lena's amazing film. Thank you, Lena, for sharing your vision of living green, and we look forward to seeing what you accomplish next. Thank you for contributing your voice to the native plant movement. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.